The rise of the America Party, Elon Musk's bold move against Trump and the political establishment. Introduction. In a dramatic turn of events that has captivated political observers and the public alike, Elon Musk, the world's richest man and a tech titan known for his audacious ventures, announced the formation of a new political party, the America Party, on July 5, 2025. This announcement, made via Musk's social media platform X, marks a significant escalation in his ongoing feud with U.S. President Donald Trump, his former ally. The creation of the America Party is not merely a reaction to personal differences but a bold statement against what Musk perceives as a broken political system, a uniparty of Republicans and Democrats that he claims is bankrupting the nation through wasteful spending and governance detached from the will of the people. This narrative delves into the origins of Musk's America Party, the context of his falling out with Trump, the ideological underpinnings of his new political venture, the challenges it faces in a deeply entrenched two-party system, and the potential implications for American politics. By examining Musk's motivations, the public's reaction, and the broader political landscape, we aim to provide a comprehensive understanding of this unprecedented move by one of the most influential figures of our time. The genesis of the America Party. The Musk-Trump alliance, a bromance turned bitter. To understand the formation of the America Party, we must first explore the relationship between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, which began as a close alliance but deteriorated into a public feud. In the lead-up to the 2024 U.S. presidential election, Musk emerged as a key supporter of Trump, investing over $250 million in his campaign through his America PAC and other contributions. This financial backing was instrumental in Trump's re-election, particularly through Musk's support for get-out-the-vote efforts in battleground states. Musk's alignment with Trump was not merely financial. After Trump's inauguration in January 2025, Musk was appointed to lead the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, an unofficial initiative tasked with slashing federal spending and streamlining government operations. During this period, Musk was a visible presence in the White House, often seen alongside Trump in the Oval Office and even bringing his young son to meet the president. The two men shared a public camaraderie, with Musk describing himself as Trump's first buddy and appearing at campaign rallies, where they were seen dancing together. However, the seeds of discord were sown over Trump's signature legislative achievement, the One Big Beautiful Bill, a sweeping tax cut and spending package signed into law on July 4, 2025. Musk, a vocal advocate for fiscal restraint, criticized the bill as a disgusting abomination that would add trillions to the federal deficit, projecting an increase of $3.3 trillion over a decade according to the Congressional Budget Office. This legislation, which included tax cuts for the wealthy, increased spending on border security and defense, and cuts to green energy subsidies and social safety net programs, clashed with Musk's vision of efficient governance. The feud escalated rapidly. Musk took to X to denounce the bill, urging his followers to contact their representatives to oppose it. He accused both parties of contributing to a one-party system that prioritizes waste and graft over the public's interests. Trump, in response, lashed out, calling Musk off the rails and a train wreck, and even floated the idea of deporting the South African-born billionaire, despite his U.S. citizenship since 2002. Trump also threatened to cut federal subsidies and contracts for Musk's companies, including Tesla and SpaceX, which rely heavily on government support. This public falling out, played out across X and Truth Social, marked a turning point. On June 5, 2025, Musk conducted a poll on X asking his 220 million followers whether a new political party was needed to represent the 80% in the middle. The poll, which garnered over 1.2 million votes, resulted in 65.4% supporting the idea. Emboldened by this response, Musk vowed to form the America Party if the spending bill passed, a promise he fulfilled the day after Trump signed the legislation. The announcement, a call to arms. On July 5, 2025, Musk announced the formation of the America Party in a series of posts on X. By a factor of 2 to 1, you want a new political party and you shall have it, he wrote. When it comes to bankrupting our country with waste and graft, we live in a one-party system, not a democracy. Today, the America Party is formed to give you back your freedom. This declaration was both a critique of the existing political establishment and a rallying cry for those disillusioned with the two-party system. Musk's vision for the America Party appears to focus on disrupting what he calls the uniparty system, where he believes Republicans and Democrats collude to maintain power at the expense of fiscal responsibility and public interest. He proposed a strategic approach, targeting a small number of congressional seats, specifically 2 or 3 Senate seats and 8 to 10 House districts, to create a swing bloc that could hold the balance of power in Congress. This tactic, likened to the ancient Greek general Epaminondas' strategy at the Battle of Leuctra, aims to apply extremely concentrated force at a precise location on the battlefield to maximize impact. While Musk has not yet outlined a detailed platform or leadership structure for the America Party, his rhetoric suggests a focus on fiscal conservatism, government efficiency, and challenging the entrenched power of the political elite. The party's name echoes Musk's America PAC, which supported Trump in 2024, indicating a continuity of branding but a shift in purpose from supporting Republicans to creating an alternative political force. The context of Musk's political pivot. Musk's evolving political identity. Elon Musk's political journey is as unconventional as his career in technology. Historically a supporter of Democratic candidates, including Hillary Clinton in 2016 and Joe Biden in 2020, Musk began aligning with Republicans in 2022, culminating in his massive financial support for Trump in 2024. His tenure leading Doge reflected his belief in reducing government waste, a principle that resonated with libertarian and fiscal conservative ideals. However, his fallout with Trump over the spending bill revealed a deeper ideological rift, positioning Musk as a critic of both parties' fiscal policies. Musk's critique of the uniparty system aligns with a growing sentiment among Americans disillusioned with the polarization and gridlock of the two-party system. His poll on X, which found 65.4% support for a new party, reflects a broader desire for alternatives to the Republican-Democratic duopoly. This sentiment is not new. Third-party movements like Ross Perot's 1992 campaign, which garnered nearly 19% of the popular vote, and Teddy Roosevelt's Bull Moose Party in 1912 have historically tapped into similar frustrations. However, Musk's wealth, influence, and control of X give him a unique platform to amplify this message. The Big Beautiful Bill controversy at the heart of Musk's break with Trump is the One Big Beautiful Bill, a $3.3 trillion legislative package that combines tax cuts, infrastructure spending, and stimulus measures with controversial cuts to healthcare, food support programs, and green energy subsidies. Musk's opposition to the bill stems from its projected impact on the federal deficit, which he argues will bankrupt the country. He specifically criticized the bill's elimination of tax credits for electric vehicles, which directly affects Tesla, and its failure to prioritize green energy transitions. Trump, however, defended the bill as a fulfillment of his 2024 campaign promises, blending supply-side economics with populist policies. He argued that Musk was aware of his plan to eliminate the EV mandate, claiming, "When Elon gave me his total and unquestioned endorsement, I asked him whether or not he knew that I was going to terminate the EV mandate. It was in every speech I made." This disagreement over policy, combined with personal attacks, transformed their alliance into a public feud, with Musk accusing Trump of betraying fiscal responsibility and Trump retaliating with threats against Musk's businesses. The role of X in shaping the narrative. Musk's ownership of X has been a critical factor in his ability to shape the narrative around the America Party. By posting directly to his 220 million followers, Musk bypasses traditional media gatekeepers, allowing him to frame his message and rally support. The July 4 poll, conducted on Independence Day, was a strategic move to tie the America Party to themes of freedom and independence from political oppression. The poll's results, while not scientifically rigorous, provided Musk with a public mandate to proceed with his party. X also served as a battleground for the Musk-Trump feud, with both men exchanging barbs on X and Truth Social. Musk's now-deleted post alleging Trump's connection to Jeffrey Epstein files and Trump's threats to deport Musk or cut his company's subsidies escalated the conflict into a spectacle that dominated online discourse. This public spat not only highlighted their personal differences but also amplified Musk's call for a new political order. The challenges of building a third-party historical precedents and structural barriers. The formation of a third party in the United States is a formidable challenge, given the dominance of the Republican and Democratic parties for over 160 years. Historical attempts, such as Ross Perot's 1992 campaign, which secured 19% of the popular vote but no electoral college votes, and Teddy Roosevelt's Bull Moose Party in 1912, illustrate the difficulty of breaking the two-party stranglehold. Other third-party efforts, like those of the Libertarian Party or the Green Party, have struggled to achieve significant electoral success. The U.S. electoral system, with its winner-takes-all structure and electoral college, inherently favors the two major parties. In 48 states and the District of Columbia, electoral college votes are awarded on a winner-takes-all basis, making it difficult for third-party candidates to gain traction. Additionally, complex state laws and ballot access regulations pose significant logistical hurdles for new parties. Musk's America Party would need to navigate these legal and procedural obstacles, including registering with the Federal Election Commission, FEC, once it raises or spends above certain thresholds. As of July 5, 2025, no formal registration for the America Party was recorded with the FEC, suggesting that Musk's announcement may be more aspirational than operational at this stage. Musk's financial and cultural capital. Despite these challenges, Musk's wealth and influence provide him with unique advantages. With a net worth exceeding $350 billion, Musk has the financial resources to fund a robust political operation. His $277 million investment in the 2024 election cycle demonstrates his willingness to spend heavily on political causes. Moreover, his control of X gives him a direct line to millions of potential supporters, bypassing traditional media and allowing him to shape public opinion in real time. Musk's cultural influence as a tech visionary also lends credibility to his political venture. His success with Tesla, SpaceX, and Starlink has made him a symbol of innovation and disruption, qualities he seeks to apply to politics. However, his polarizing persona, evidenced by his declining favorability rating from 50% in November 2024 to 35% in June 2025, could limit his appeal. Critics, including Trump's Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, have noted that while Doge's principles were popular, Musk himself was not, suggesting that his personal brand may be a liability. Strategic focus on congressional races. Musk's proposed strategy of targeting a small number of congressional seats is a pragmatic approach to overcoming structural barriers. By focusing on 2 or 3 Senate seats and 8 to 10 House districts, the America Party aims to exploit the razor-thin legislative margins in Congress to wield disproportionate influence. This approach mirrors the strategy of historical third parties like the Tea Party, which influenced Republican primaries without forming a fully independent party. Musk has already signaled support for specific candidates, such as Representative Thomas Massie, Republican Kentucky, a fiscal conservative who opposed Trump's bill. By backing primary challengers against Republicans who supported the bill, Musk could disrupt the GOP's cohesion, potentially splitting the conservative vote and affecting the 2026 midterm elections. However, this strategy risks alienating Republican allies and could inadvertently benefit Democrats in close races, a concern raised by GOP lawmakers. Reactions and implications. Trump's response, dismissing the America Party. President Trump has been vocal in his criticism of Musk's America Party, calling it ridiculous and predicting it would lead to complete and total disruption and chaos. In a Truth Social post on July 6, 2025, Trump wrote, "I am saddened to watch Elon Musk go completely off the rails, essentially becoming a train wreck over the past 5 weeks." He argued that third parties have never succeeded in the U.S. and accused Musk of being motivated by personal grievances, particularly the elimination of EV tax credits. Trump's allies, including Vice President J.D. Vance and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, echoed his sentiments. Vance described Musk's attacks as nuclear and suggested reconciliation might be difficult, while Bessent urged Musk to focus on his businesses rather than politics. Trump also raised concerns about Musk's business interests, withdrawing his nomination of Musk ally Jared Isaacman for NASA administrator due to potential conflicts with SpaceX. Public and market reactions. The announcement of the America Party has elicited mixed reactions. On X, some users celebrated Musk's move, with posts like @AlanAnalysis declaring it a direct shot at Trump's grip on the GOP and predicting it could fracture the Republican Party. Others, like billionaire Mark Cuban, expressed support, with Cuban offering assistance through his involvement with Voter Choice, an organization focused on ballot access. However, skepticism abounds, with critics pointing to Musk's history of unfulfilled promises and the logistical challenges of building a viable third party. The financial markets also reacted. Tesla's stock, which soared to over $488 after Trump's re-election in November 2024, plummeted to $315.35 by early July 2025, reflecting investor concerns about Musk's political activities. Azoria Partners, an investment firm, postponed the listing of a Tesla exchange-traded fund, citing Musk's new party as a conflict with his responsibilities as Tesla's CEO. This market volatility underscores the risks Musk faces in balancing his business empire with his political ambitions. Political implications. The America Party's formation could have significant implications for the 2026 midterm elections and beyond. By targeting key congressional races, Musk could influence the balance of power in a closely divided Congress. His financial resources and media platform give him the potential to mobilize voters disillusioned with both parties, particularly younger and tech-savvy demographics active on X. However, the party's success is far from guaranteed. Musk's declining popularity and the unpopularity of Doge's spending cuts could limit his appeal. Moreover, his focus on fiscal conservatism may alienate voters who prioritize other issues, such as social justice or environmental policy. The America Party's lack of a clear platform or leadership structure as of July 2025 further complicates its prospects. The feud with Trump also raises questions about Musk's long-term political strategy. By alienating the Republican base, Musk risks isolating himself from a key constituency that supported his earlier political endeavors. Conversely, his criticism of the uniparty could resonate with independents and moderates, potentially carving out a niche for the America Party as a centrist alternative. Critical analysis and future prospects. Examining the establishment narrative. The mainstream media's coverage of Musk's America Party often frames it as a quixotic endeavor driven by personal vendettas rather than a viable political movement. Outlets like the New York Times and CNN emphasize the historical failure of third parties and Musk's lack of a concrete plan, suggesting his announcement is more performative than substantive. This narrative aligns with the establishment's interest in maintaining the two-party system, which benefits from structural advantages and entrenched power. However, a critical examination reveals that Musk's wealth, influence, and control of X give him a unique opportunity to challenge this system. Unlike previous third-party efforts, the America Party benefits from Musk's ability to directly communicate with millions and fund campaigns at scale. His focus on congressional races rather than a presidential bid is a strategic departure from past failures, acknowledging the structural barriers to third-party success in national elections. That said, Musk's personal controversies, such as his deleted post about Epstein files and his polarizing leadership style, could undermine his credibility. The establishment narrative may also downplay the public's genuine frustration with the two-party system, as evidenced by Musk's X poll and historical support for third-party movements. By framing Musk as off the rails, critics may be deflecting attention from legitimate concerns about fiscal policy and government efficiency. The road ahead for the America Party. The future of the America Party depends on several factors. First, Musk must formalize the party's structure, including registering with the FEC, defining a platform, and identifying candidates. Without these steps, the party risks remaining a symbolic gesture rather than a viable political force. Second, Musk must navigate the legal and logistical challenges of ballot access, which vary by state and require significant resources. Third, Musk's ability to maintain public support will be critical. His declining favorability and the unpopularity of Doge's cuts suggest he may need to broaden his appeal beyond fiscal conservatism. Collaborations with figures like Mark Cuban or Anthony Scaramucci, who expressed interest in the America Party, could help legitimize the movement. Finally, the America Party's impact will depend on the political climate in 2026. If Trump's approval ratings remain above 40% despite his divisive policies, Musk's challenge may struggle to gain traction. Conversely, if public discontent with the uniparty grows, Musk could capitalize on this sentiment to build a coalition of independents, moderates, and disaffected Republicans. Conclusion. A disruptor's gamble. Elon Musk's announcement of the America Party is a bold and risky move that reflects his penchant for disruption. Born out of a public feud with Donald Trump and a deep-seated frustration with the two-party system, the America Party aims to challenge the political status quo by targeting key congressional races and advocating for fiscal responsibility. While Musk's wealth, influence, and control of X give him unique advantages, the structural barriers of the U.S. electoral system and his own polarizing persona pose significant challenges. The formation of the America Party is more than a personal vendetta, it is a symptom of broader dissatisfaction with American politics. Whether it succeeds or fails, Musk's venture will likely spark debate about the viability of third parties and the need for systemic reform. As the 2026 midterms approach, the America Party's impact will depend on Musk's ability to translate his vision into a coherent political movement, navigate legal and logistical hurdles, and resonate with a public hungry for change.